Not a bad way to start the morning. Took No Name out this morning for a little bit of a trot before sunrise, and I thought I'd head on down to the old ruins and watch the sunrise with him. He seemed pretty relaxed, and I think he may have enjoyed it just as much as I did. But at some point, though, I do have to get back to work. Rinsing off the trailer and the 1050 because the soybean price is fabulous. I'm talking over $1,000 per 1,000 liters. So I need to get down there and sell this as soon as I can before they change their mind. Let's get going here. Let's go load some soybeans. I think I got like maybe 78,000 liters of soybeans to grab on down there. I can grab 68,000 at once though. So I'll probably just leave the rest in storage for now. We'll just sell the 68,000. But I do need to get to this wheat harvest. I think it's a wheat harvest I got going on here. I do need to get some straw up and going. Let's pull on in here. That should be good right there. Let's go ahead and grab some soybean. Actually, I got 76,000 liters. Fill it on up. Oh, turn around. Can't really see. Trailer's too tall. But it should work out just fine. The autonomous tractor is over the hill taking care of the weeds in that field there. I kind of went around and made sure the greenhouses were full of water this morning before I really got going into work, because once I get started going to work, I'm not going to remember to do the greenhouses. The fruit trees are doing really well. I got tons of apples to sell. And pears, well, I got the crates laying there, so hopefully they will fill up at some point. But first things first, this is where a big chunk of the cash income is going to come today. Let's bring this on down to the store, get it all sold, and when I get a free moment, I'll bring the fruit down, the apples and the pears. Go slowly over the bridge. Don't want to go too fast over that one. I mean, I built that bridge a while ago now. I don't know how well it's holding up. But, you know, don't need to be falling through, especially with the 1050 and 68,000 liters of soybean. Oh, that's right. Left the drill down here. Left the drill down here because the autonomous tractor's been busy doing weeds most of the, well, late evening into early mornings. Need to get that back onto the farm at some point. Well, I guess it's all the farm. It's the entire farm. But I'm hoping to add to the fleet here pretty darn soon. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting ready to purchase another autonomous tractor. I just need them on the go. One's always weeding. I need to fertilize. And I'm too busy plowing, cultivating, and harvesting most of the time. And I got all these animals to take care of. Speaking of a lot of animals, man, the pigs are just are going through the roof over there, it seems like. Pretty soon I'm going to have to start selling some, which means buy a trailer. But first things first, I think the autonomous tractor is what I need to go ahead and purchase. Ooh, I'm barely over the sell point, but luckily the grain's going on through. I mean, we should be looking at somewhere around 70 grand for this load right here. It's hard to resist to go back and get the other, what do I got, like 5,000 or 6,000 liters left? I mean, that is 5 or 6 grand. 70,148. That is a really good way to start the farming morning, bring the money in. So I need about maybe another $70,000 today at some point. Our property income can almost bring that in, especially if we bring down some more apples and pears. I can earn that by the end of the day and have enough money to buy the autonomous tractor. A second one. I think 2 is more than enough for this farm. And I don't really plan on making any more fields at this point. Yeah, I got too much work as it is, and I don't want to be in charge of 3 autonomous tractors. That might be too much for me. When I got the first one, I thought that was too much, but now I got the hang of it. I think 2 is more than enough that I need. 3 would be just way too much. The overkill. But everything is looking really good here. The farm is pretty much right where I need it. I mean, a couple things left to buy, like I said, an autonomous tractor for one. And, oh man, there's something else I wanted to buy, and I can't remember what it is right off the top of my head, but yeah, I'll have to think about that, what it was later on. Oh, animal trailer. Yeah, because the pigs are just, I need to feed the pigs, really. I need to take care of the pigs at some point today, because just getting too many pigs, and I don't have enough food over there for them. I did for the amount of pigs I had a couple days ago, but I think I'm getting pretty close up to like 50 or 60 pigs at this point. Somewhere in that area is where I'm at. I'm going to park this right over here. Alright, turn that off. And let's go jump into the combine and start harvesting. What is it over here? Is this oats actually? No, it's wheat. It is wheat. Oh, I should have fired this up on the way down so I had a chance to warm up. It's a little brisk this morning. The sun's out, but yeah, it's a little bit on the cool side. Let her warm up. I got a passenger seat here, but no passengers. I guess I could maybe let No Name come in here. Let's go ahead and lower down the header. And fire up the header. It looks like everything is ready to rock and roll. And kind of stare out the left side of the window here so I can make sure the header is right on the edge of the crop. And just not quite in time, but the autonomous tractor apparently is done weeding that field, and I got to get it on over to the field behind the shed, because that is ready for weeding as well. But that autonomous tractor can sit there for a little while. It's not going to hurt it. So after I finish harvesting this field this morning, I'm going to let the straw sit there for a little bit before I put that into the heating plant, because it'll take me a while to make straw pellets. The good news is now I got a silo I can put the extra in if I get any extra. But I definitely need to be taking care of our animals. The pigs for sure. They are low on some feed. Swing it around. Problem with a big head like this, it seems like every tree is going to be in the way. And speaking of being in the way, that screen is just not in the right spot for me. Can't quite see the edge of my header. It'll be fine though. I know the edge of the header is there somewhere, so as long as I keep it on this roughly path right here, I should be fine. Not going to take me too long to harvest the wheat. Did have a quick look at the price of the eggs this morning, and yeah, the price of the eggs were going up last night, but yeah, didn't really go up too far. I mean, I have enough eggs right now. If I were to sell the eggs I had for the price it's going for, I would have enough money to buy the autonomous tractor. But I'm not going to sell eggs just because I need a little bit of extra cash to buy a tractor at this point. That'd be just like throwing money away in a sense. Not getting the money I could earn from it. Let's go ahead and take care of the headland on this side here. That way I can unload in my trailer later on. Well, I mean later on, I mean pretty darn soon. The crop is a little bit wet this morning because it is a brisk morning. The dew has set on the crop a little bit, but it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it could have been. Nothing seems to be clogging up on the combine, so I think we're good to go. And this combine, and a lot of the stuff that we purchased here in this farm definitely has paid off in wonders. That $1.5 million loan took out oh, well over a couple months ago now at this point. Certainly has paid off. Just like the loan, paid off. I was hoping to get the loan paid off in a month's time, but I couldn't help myself buying some things once in a while. Alright. Combine is full enough. I probably should go unload this. I don't think I can make another pass without getting the full combine. Careful of that rock over there. Put the pipe on out. There's the pipe right there. Unload into the trailer. Load in the front part of it at least to start with. That way you get the weight on the axles and on the trailer hitch of the tractor. That's one thing I do like about this combine. The auger comes out far enough forward so you can see what the heck you're doing. And that's us unloaded. I gotta remember, I gotta be careful of that pipe. Once in a while I can swing the pipe open and close when it's over the trailer, but sometimes it will catch. So I should always wait until I'm past the trailer itself before I go ahead and move the pipe in and out. It's much easier looking out the left side of the window than it is the right side. Don't have a screen in my way. Although I could use, because this combine does have a GPS set up for it, I could just get it all set up, but this field's not big enough to run GPS, I don't think. Not for what we're doing. Then I'll spend a little time this morning after I take care of the animals making some straw pellets, put that in there. And while the heating plant's going on, I'll grab some of the apples and pears, bring that down to the store so we can start selling some of that. And then I can go ahead and probably place my order for an autonomous tractor. If they can get one. I hope they can. I'm going to have to go ahead and do a headland here by these trees because I can't get around them. There we go. That'll give me enough room later on to turn around up here. Right now I should have no problem harvesting the rest of this field. You shouldn't have to worry about any trees. Another full tank, which is really good. I usually get about 2¼ tank loads off this field for cereal crop. Let's hope I can get lined back over the trailer here, no problem. Oh, probably a little bit too close there. Let's put a little bit more towards the axles of the trailer. Looking good. And after I get done with this, yeah, I'll move the autonomous tractor on over. I'll just park the combine, run over the hill. It's not too far. Get my exercise in today. It was one of those, I guess I can call it mornings, getting up around 4 o'clock. And I just felt like I was awake, and I felt like if I went back to bed, I'd probably be more tired later on. So I said, let me just get up. Started mulling around the house a little bit, the cabin. And I then started thinking, you know what? Let's go out, even though the sun's not up. We'll take No Name for a little trot this morning. Go watch the sunrise. The only concern I had was when I got to the horse paddock, the stable, I was wondering, is No Name even going to be, is he going to be sleeping? But he was kind of just moseying around the field a little bit. Maybe he had the same thought I did. So I'm also thinking, yeah, the straw barn. I was thinking about getting a straw barn for here, and I don't think I'm going to do that. And the reason why I was getting a straw barn, I really can put that into the silo that I currently bought. Just a barn and loft would be so much better. I think it would keep the straw so much better than the silo will. But I think since we're harvesting a cereal crop every 2 days off here, I don't think I need the straw. I don't need straw in storage. I just need to keep in mind when I'm harvesting the cereal crop, just go ahead and take a note of the animals and see which animals need straw. So I know the horses need some straw. So I think what I'll do is I'll load up the loading wagon with some straw and yeah, whatever the animals take, then I'll take the loading wagon, whatever extra I have left over, I will put into the silo. So I'm not going to put a whole bunch of straw into the silo, so no sense of getting a barn for that. There's the pipe right there. Okay, let's drive on over. Always nervous with that big of a header sticking out. Always nervous about running into the tractor. One, I'll scratch up the tractor, maybe bend a fender or something like that. And two, the worst thing would be probably bending and damaging the header. Alright, so for now, let's drive across the little bit of a road we have here and park this in right here. Turn it off. I probably should have put the header down. There we go. Just to help take some of the weight off the front of the combine. No sense of leaving up if you don't have to. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me hop back into the 1050. And go put this into the silo. It is a beautiful day, though. It's nice to have a couple days in a row now with no rain. I'm grateful for that. And I pretty much kind of learned if I bring the front of the 1050 to the edge of pretty much the edge of the pavement or concrete we put down, I should have no problem dumping on in there. Looking really, really good. It's one of those things I don't even have to worry about overfilling the silo now. 100,000 liters a week, which is more than what our chickens need, but I'll probably will take some of that back out to feed the pigs and maybe top off the chickens later on as well. But I need to go get that autonomous tractor and bring on over to the next field, get that weeded on out. And now it's time to take care of the pigs. Feed them on up. Oh, this field's looking really, really good. Just needs to be fertilized. This is where I could use another autonomous tractor. This one, it will be weeding, and the other one could be fertilizing. Now we're in the Fent 515. Need to back up probably a little bit better than that. I mean, I can move the trailer somewhat, but I don't want to be using all my strength to move it that close. There, should be good right there. All right, so the first thing I need to grab is some cereal crop. I don't have any more root crop. We went down to the store a couple weeks ago and bought that for the pigs. Oh man, look at the piles of straw I left at the end of the rows. It's a little bit too much for the Primos. I'll have to go through slow on that. And this is what I like about the silo. I got the trailer on the unloading part, and I can bring this trailer on in here and, you know, just have a couple trailers around here. Don't have to go ahead and move them all. No, let's go ahead and grab... I'll grab the wheat, because if barley becomes a good price, that's a full trailer. Let's dig into the wheat a little bit. I don't know how much the pigs are going to take, but if they don't take it all, I can always go over and top off the chickens as well. Greenhouses are doing well. I'll tell you what, those lemons taste really good. Lemon water. Oh, so much better than just having regular water around here. Actually, I probably need to place an order for some groceries. I mean, I've been using the food around here, eating apples, and I've been eating a lot of fruit. Flavored water. I probably should start making something like apple juice or something. I could do that. But usually you need to wait for the apples to fall off the trees before you make the juice. And I should have the weight in the front of this because there's not enough weight on the front axle here. The front end is a little bit light. There's the autonomous tractor right over there doing its thing. Months ago when I first got that, I would have been nervous driving next to it, but that thing has been so good. I have no worries whatsoever. Alright, just need to go ahead and look at this. I want to make sure it's on the right side, I believe. Yeah, tons and tons of pigs now. Oh, and they got tons and tons of feed on the ground as well. Wonder how much of this feed they're going to take. My guess is they're going to take all of it. And that's not even the main crop they like to eat. Alright, so next main crop I need to grab is the corn. I was looking for Arnold, but I don't... it doesn't stick out that well. You kind of have to look at the pigs well enough. Because some of the, you know, Arnold is the pure pink one. All the rest are just his friends. For the time being, because I think we'll have to start selling some of these things. Zigzag around here. Yes, my next step is grab a load of straw in the loading wagon, top off the horses with some straw, because I did notice that this morning they were low on some straw. We took care of the pigs last evening, so they have a decent amount of straw, and the cows probably could use some as well. What we got for corn in here? 188,000 liters of corn. That digital display is really nice. Just pull right up and you can see what you got. Where's the corn? This will get them by for today. As for cereal crop, oil seed. Is that sunflowers I got planted down here? No, that's soybean. Wow, I should be harvesting that field. Ooh, I may have to put off the straw pellets for a while. I need to harvest that field. It's not a perfect field. I only got one stage of fertilization on it, but there's no weeds in it. But the yield should be good. And it's kind of odd that for some reason, when the autonomous tractor planted that field, I think I put the wrong working with them. That's why I got all these little spots in there. It looks like Morse code. But either way, I should be down there harvesting that next. I think that's actually put the straw off, which is fine because it's early morning. The sun's out. It's not going to get wet. It's just going to get, it's going to be fine. And I can do that in the afternoon. But yeah, I think next step would be take the 1050 down with the trailer, because the trailer's already on it. Take the combine down as well. Harvest that soybean and sell it because the price is right. So I'll spend the rest of my morning harvesting that. And that field down there should be more than enough to go ahead and purchase a brand new autonomous tractor. The autonomous tractor I got that used. Found that used. Didn't have many hours on it though, so I didn't get that big of a break on it. But I think it was like 23, 24 hours or so on that autonomous tractor we got it. So I got it a little bit cheaper. A brand new one goes for, we'll just say $300,000. It's $299. And I think I got that one back then for, I think I got it for like $2.50. Oh, I need to come down here and pick up some of this food. They will definitely take all this corn. Yeah, so I don't have, I'm going to check my tablet, but I don't think I got any really oil seed other than the soybean. But I'm not going to give them I'm not going to give them soybean. I did plant sunflower. Did I not plant sunflowers? I got canola here. So the canola's in this field and sunflower is up in this field, but that won't be ready for another day. And if I look at the tablet, oh, so I got 45 pigs. Yeah, they're good for a couple days on soybeans, so they're fine. And the sugar beet / potatoes, I'll have to buy those. I'm not going to go ahead and get all that equipment to plant that kind of a root crop. It's just way too expensive. I'd rather just go ahead and buy it for them. They don't need that much root crop. I mean, it just gives them an extra 5% boost. But 5% is 5%. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'll leave this trailer attached to this because I will top off the pigs later on, I think. Or maybe wait until tomorrow. I think the harvest will be good for the sunflowers and canola. I was like, that should go in a lot further than what it did. There we go. It's in far enough. Leave myself some room to get on out. Get that later on. Yeah, those side mirrors on the tractor. Need to find a way to adjust those. But now my sunflower field is looking really, really good. With no weeds into it. That's the main thing. If I don't get 2 stages of fertilization down, I'm okay. It's the weeds, because the weeds can really, really hamper the combine when you're harvesting. Don't mind riding on the back of the case when you're driving it, but if the wind's blowing the wrong direction, that exhaust gets right in your face. 1, it's hot, and 2, well, cannot breathe that well. So I am done with the weeder for hopefully a while, because I don't think I got anything else to use it for a short bit. Unhitch that. Now back up to here. Well, I'm just hitting every post here. And all this time hitching this up, I have learned a few tricks. Now I can get my arms in there nicely. I got a decent amount of fertilizer to go. Set this up right about here. And I get my tablet out. Alright, 2 passes, and then we'll put the width at 22.5. Go around twice. Won't take it long at all. Let it do its thing. And since I only got a little bit of time, I think I'm going to go over to the fruit trees and pick some fruit, put it into our lovely little crates, and eventually bring that on down. But yeah, after that gets done fertilizing that field, I'm going to grab the combine, the 1050, head on down. I need to harvest that soybean and get it sold, because the price of that soybean, what is the actual price of it going for? $1,031. That is extremely good. I don't think I've ever seen it that high. Just run on down here. I don't have many trees to pick the fruit on. This tree doesn't have that many. I did that early this morning. Same thing for here. Oh, this one might be... Oh, not the chainsaw. This one might be a little bit too full to gather all the apples out of that tree. Pick the pears out of that one. Yeah, we're doing great on pears as well. Bring this on down, get this sold, and probably by tomorrow I'll have a second autonomous tractor and taking care of these fields, weeding and fertilizing and even replanting / seed drilling will go along a lot quicker. But right now I do not plan on doing anything more for making more fields. So actually while everything's going on there, I'll probably have time to at least get the 1050 on down there with the trailer. Park that up, and by the time I run back up here, I assume the autonomous tractor will be done fertilizing that field. Easy over the bridge. Always got to tell myself that. I went over the bridge once a little bit too fast, and the empty trailer in the back, not this trailer, but the smaller trailer just used to feed the pigs, that bounced around so much and almost spun the tractor right around and almost fell off the bridge. So now I just got to tell myself, take it easy over the bridge. For that reason there, and plus, yeah, if I get stuck, that's not going to be really good at all. Yeah, I need to harvest these soybeans and get these sold. Alright, that is ready to go. And time I get my butt back up there, that autonomous tractor will be done fertilizing. I am sure of it.